Haha, I bet you thought I was going to come from there. Well, I haven't. Hello everybody.
Hello everybody.
Hope everybody's had a great Christmas and all that. I've got a couple of days off work, so while the weather is quite autumn-like, I'm going to get on with a few jobs. So I'll see you in a bit.
Dave at the allotment. Dave, what are you after this afternoon? Still cracking on at the allotment? Get the kettle on. It's Dave at the allotment. See you in a bit.
Just while the kettle's boiling on the Bunsen burner there, making tea is an experiment, you see. Anyway, I was up here yesterday. I didn't bother filming anything like, but I've been a little bit busy. Rocket stove Mark II complete. I gave it a dry run yesterday, well, a quick run, because I needed to see where these gaps. See, I've put clay all the way around here, all the way around, sealed, and then I've put this pipe down the bottom and it goes out the window there, so it's champion as far as I know. There's a few gaps, probably need a little bit more sealing, but that's not. As it dries out it'll crack. But I gave it a little dry run yesterday just to see what happened, and it worked okay, so champion. Well, this kettle's nearly boiled now, so I'm going to drink that and then I'll crack on with a few more jobs. See you later. I'm just doing a little bit tidying up here, and look what I've seen. First time ever. Roses in bloom in the middle of winter. Strange things are afoot with Mother Nature. Right, I'm going to crack on. Well, I'm still quite pleased with my kale, so I'm going to pick a little bit. I've even got some sprouts on there. I'm going to get a leek as well, so well, that kale's no good now. There's it's covered in eggs in there, so I'll probably just chop it down. I might be able to get a few leaves, I don't know. I'll see what happens. I've got a couple of leeks anyway. Hi, if you can see there, all of the leaves are covered in that white. Looks like that what it is. If I give it a shake, loads of white things fly off it like. So like I say, it's knackered. I'll show you a couple of my sprouts before I go anyway.
Have a look at me sprouts.
Not bad them, considering it's the first year I've grown them for years, because I've never been able to grow them in the past. Not bad. And I'm going to get the kettle on now. Right, I've been busy in the greenhouse a bit. Sorted all the roof out. No more missing panes of glass there now, so it's all sorted. I just need to find a little bit there for them bits are a little bit too short. Anyway, my rocket stove, what I need to do, I need to put a pipe. I thought that would have fit on the end of that pipe, but it doesn't. But it works fine. I've given it another little run there because there is a few gaps still need sealing, which is here. There's a tiny little gap about half an inch that needs sealing along there because the smoke's bellowing out here when it's before it starts getting hot, you know. But once it starts, this heats up. Yesterday it was working champion. I was there. It was really hot, that. So I'm pleased with my little effort. Rocket stove. I might even try and boil a kettle on there one time. You never know. Right, I'll make this cuppa and I'll see you in the shed. Boom! Right, today's, if you can hear us, today's Wednesday. I've come over. I thought on Monday was going to be my last time at the allotment, so I done a little speech. So I've skipped that. You'll see it at the end. All will be explained later on. Anyway, the bloody wind's up again, so I thought I'd better come over today and just make sure everything's alright. Pretty windy, like. Luckily the greenhouse is okay, so I'm going to get cracking on and finish that rocket stove today. So I'm first of all, get the Bunsen on. Right, like I say, I'm going to get this finished, get it all sorted out. Like I said the other day, I give it a little run and it's got a few gaps. So I've got myself some clay, but I'll get stuck in with that. Once that's done, I can start tidying up in here and get ready for next year, which is only a couple of days away, so I better get cracking, eh? Oh, lovely, lovely. Luckily this, oh, I was going to say, I didn't want to jinx myself, it's very windy today. There's a little gap here that just needs plugging. Hopefully this clay will stay in there, like. Should do, once it's dried out. Right, I'm going to crack on with this. Seal all the gaps. Good job, I've kept one hand there clean. Oh, the man from the mud pits. The man from the mud pits. Good for the skin. See you in a bit. And the car is Hurricane Frank. Well, I said there was a storm coming. Welcome to Hurricane Frank. Time to get the kettle on. Well, that's it, folks, for the day. I'm going to wrap it up. This bloody weather's doing me head in. It's raining, windy. I can't do note apart from whinge. So I'll get on with showing you what I've managed to do anyway with that wood that I got. Ideal for this. Now, I checked me well. As you can see, it's getting full. I had to put them bits of wood there because this was covering it, and somehow a frog was in there. Now I don't know how it's got it through the gap, but I couldn't let it, so I put them bits of wood there and I caught it, and it's went over there somewhere. So what I'm going to do with this wood for now is just cover that. Nothing's going to be able to get into there, surely. And then eventually, when I get some nails and what have you, I'm going to build a little roof on there and get a bucket to go down the well and all that kind of thing. So that should be alright. Just put that on there. Just keep it from blowing away, because this wind's getting up. I feel sorry for people further down south getting floods and everything. we're lucky up here. Like, I suppose we haven't had any of that this time, so not that North Shields ever gets flooded. Like, once or twice there's been a few streets that were like 2 foot of water, but that's about it. My kale, I've started chopping, taking that down now. It's had it. It's gone. So I've been putting it in the compost heap here. That's rotting down there nicely. Shaboom! Right, the rocket stove, it's done. I've had a bit of a tidy up in here. Well, what do you know about that? I have had the rocket stove running. It's working fine. It's just going out there now. But it's still getting some heat off that embers. And this is warm. That'll stay warm. All the smoke. I did manage to fix that plastic pipe that I was on about yesterday. The other day, I've managed to fix it to the end of this pipe, which attaches to the flue pipe, and then the flue pipe goes into there and then catches all of it. There is no leaks now. There's no smoke coming from out here. The only thing I've noticed is, and I think it's just because of the strength of the wind, it once there's a big gust, the smoke's coming back up through from here. So I'll have to try and sort that out. Maybe he's got a longer pipe or something. I've just tried to cover it with that sheeting thing there, just to try and stop the wind, like I say. But I'm happy with that. There's no need for any holes in the roof, in the glass now, because there isn't any chimney coming from there. Spot on. Oh, look what I found as well. Remember that, folks? Me comfrey powder. In fact, the only thing I did feed that on was me pumpkin. And me pumpkin grew. That's for the first time. So maybe this is wonder stuff. I don't know. I'll have to find out next year. Experiment time. But like I say, I fed the pumpkin comfrey powder, and I got a pumpkin, first time ever. So, canny good. Right, I'm going to sit down in the shed and sign off with me cuppa. Right, before I sign off, like I say, cheers. I made a video the other day thinking that was going to be the last of the allotment videos. So I did. Look, here's the proof. I wrote a speech. That'll be coming in a minute. While I was chopping some wood for the fire as well earlier on, I chopped a bit of the banister rails, and it sort of looked canny good. So I've whittled myself a little dibber. Looks canny. I might add some notches and all that. Do a little bit drawn on it. It might even become a prize, a competition prize. You never know. So anyway, like I say, I made a little video on when was it? I'm getting confused. Monday I made a video thinking I wasn't going to come back. I mentioned on that video that Kathy Secker had died. Well, it was her funeral today. So rest in peace again, Kathy Secker. You'll be missed by hundreds of Geordies, I should imagine. And also since then, it was on the news that Lemmy from Motorhead has passed away, which is a downer really. Like, what a rock god. I would have loved to have seen him. Paula seen him a couple of times. I've never. I wish I had have. We were going to go last year, but the gig was cancelled. Anyway, rock in peace, Lemmy. Rock in peace. So that's it. I shall now say ta-ra, all the best, and go. Well, folks, that's it. Probably the last allotment video of 2015. So, I'll see you on the next one. Before I go though, I forgot to mention, well, I haven't made a video since, but you know me intro music, it's Dave at the Allotment Dave and all that. Crack on, see you in a bit. Well, some of you know who it is. It's Kathy Secker. Well, unfortunately, 2 weeks ago now, she passed away. So that's the last. It's weird. I was listening to the dedication program yesterday, and it's just strange with her not hearing her voice. It's just been on the radio for so long, and a part of, like, you know, I've grown up with Kathy Secker on the telly and all that. Anyway, rest in peace, Kathy. So that's it, folks. Like I say, I'll be back on the plot in January. But before I do go, I wrote a little thing. It's that important, I wanted to remember it all. Right. I want to tell you a little story. Right. I started making videos about 3 years ago now, but I've been a subscriber to YouTube since 2009. I started uploading vids as a sort of personal video diary to keep track of things over the years on the plot. I never expected anyone to even watch my videos, never mind subscribe to my channel. I was amazed at how many people started to comment on my vids in the early days. I even started getting comments on my videos saying how much I have helped them and teach them stuff, which is amazing. I even started receiving gifts. Not only did I receive an awesome book from Joe, and Joe, if you still watch me videos or still on YouTube and all that, thank you very much. I also received some cool wooden mushroom sculptures and these lanterns from Brendan. Thank you very much, Brendan. Baking soda. Not only that, Rob, old gardener guy, did a rap song about us, which was excellent. Thank you, Rob. Excellent. I've also received some seeds from Dan, from Dan's Allotment over the years, and Simon. Thank you for the seeds. They were well appreciated. I also received, and Paula received, a t-shirt. You've seen it. Crack on. That was from Boulder Creek Steve. Thank you, Steve. Where was I? Like I say, I'm astounded that I have so many people who actually watch my vids and show interest in my life. I would like to thank every single one of you who has been a subscriber for commenting and liking all the crazy world of Dave. I think of you all as my virtual friends, and thank you for your comments and kindness over the years, and may it all last. Thank you very much, folks. See you in the new year. All the best now. Let's hope 2016's a cracking gardening season for all. Bye. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, Annie's doing a little bit better. She's not limping as much. I think she just jolted it again, but she's not limping as much. So fingers crossed, she's going to get better and she'll be back here in the new year. Thanks again.